This is going to be my Cloudy Flower Hybrid Resin tutorial in our Crystal Edge round mold. I'm going to be using Art Pro resin, which is a medium viscosity resin, and I got this recipe from my friend Petra of Petty's Home Art that I will link below, and I promptly started doing it incorrectly. She gave such good instructions, and I just goofed it up from step one. She has the recipe on her video, so I'm not going to do it here, but I basically did half of what she was doing. The mold she was working in took about 21 grams of resin, and this mold of ours takes about 11. So I basically put it in half, and I'm just measuring how hot my resin got there. Now Petra in hers put 2 drops of pigment paste, and I put in 10 drops of resin ink, and I didn't even realize this till I was sleeping the night after I did it. And I'm kind of thinking about the pour I did, going, why did it take me 10 drops to get a translucent color when she did it in 2? And I said, oh no, she had pigment paste. So from the very get-go, I'm going, is this even going to work out? But I basically tried following her recipe, and then I kind of turned it into a dragon flower pour, as you'll see here in a second. And I only put a little bit of clear there in the center. She used a lot more clear. But I'm using resin ink colors. I'm using Aronia. What's the other one? The blue one. No, I can't think. Oh, Peacock and Grape juice. And that's the Aronia going around the outside. And then I'm going to go in between with the Peacock blue. And these colors are so dark already. And of course, this is a smaller mold. Well, it's a circular mold. She was using a tray mold. And there I'm putting in the drops of grape juice. And like I said, somehow this pour just got away from me from the very beginning, but I just kept going with it. And then I go put more color on the outside. Again, that's the Aronia. And these are resin inks by Octopus Fluids. They're very intense. They're about 5 times more potent than regular alcohol inks are. They're still an alcohol ink, but they're called a resin ink. Oh, let me put another. Oh no, I go back in with Peacock blue, so I add even more ink. I don't know why this did not turn out. I mean, I don't know why it did turn out because I had so much ink in here. And then when Petra goes to add her white, she puts very heavy white, but she of course lets it sit. That's what's going on here. I'm letting it sit for a while. I don't know why. But she uses very heavy white. She uses 3 spritzes of Enoki. I only did 1 spritz. And as you'll see here, and that was about 32 degrees Celsius, I start pouring like the dragon flower. I don't do it in a circle. I should have done a circle around the edge, but I decided to do spirals instead. And of course, because that ink was so dark, the white was just sinking right into it. And there I'm taking the, what did I put on the bottom? Was it Enzian? Oh, it was Enzian. That's another resin ink by Octopus Fluids. That's what I used for my base color. So I'm doing that on top of the white. Then I'm going in for a second row of white. And of course my cup isn't pouring correctly. So I'm just kind of squiggling all over the place. But basically you lay down your white and then lay the color on top of it again. And this is similar somewhat to the drizzle technique, although you're drizzling, I think, clear resin and mica. There's no mica in this pour. And then I'm just going in again with the white. And I think I only had 1 drop of pigment paste in mine with 1 or maybe 2 drops and 1 spritz of the Enoki. And there I am going with the Enzian again. I was just kind of confused as to how much resin I had left after doing all these things. So I just kept, because I had white left, I went and poured more white. Because I had the Enzian left, I went and poured more Enzian. I just kept going till I was gone, because I think you're supposed to spiral in the center. Oh look, we're adding a little bit of clear there. I should have put more clear at the beginning, which is what she did. She kind of opened up her base with the clear, and I only put a little circle. And here, I don't know if I'm finishing with the Enzian, because at some point I take the Enzian and go around the whole outside of the mold, which she doesn't do in her pour. But you gotta make the, no, I didn't do it there, because I'm going in with more white. I guess you just gotta make the pours your own. But I don't know, Art Pro resin works. This mold, again, I've said it so many times, our Crystal Edge round mold has never given me a bad result. So I had my fingers crossed. Up, I'm done with the white. So here I go with that Enzian again on top of it. And this is where I'm going to circle it on the edge just to get rid of it. Because I still had so much, like I said, this takes 11 ounces and I had so much resin. I filled this all the way to the edges, or to the top of the mold, I should say. And this piece has no glitter in it. I think I've only done one other resin piece that had no glitter in it. And there I'm just putting a little bit of clear to the center. Again, I don't know why. And she sprayed her back with alcohol, so I did too. And you see it just kind of burping there. And then the next day it was time to demold, and it was so dense and dark I really didn't know what to expect. But as usual, Art Pro resin and our Crystal Edge round mold gave me a beautiful result. I actually couldn't be happier with how that turned out. Be sure to check out the description area for a coupon code for 10% off any Resin Pro product.